Just going to bring it back a little closer to home now. You're probably aware we have a network of agents across the European market and an office based in France. Of course, Europe, as we heard right at the start of the day, very important market, taking the bulk of our exports. And whilst trade with the European market has got more difficult, it's still the key outlet, and of course it's 500 million relatively wealthy population just over the water. So now we have to go through some additional checks and balances to get our product into the market. They remain a key destination for the products, and the relationships are already built. So we'll hear now in turn from our European representatives, firstly from our French office team. We'll talk about the positions in France, and then from each of our agents in those markets subsequently, who'll just give a quick view on what's happened in those markets over the last year or so.
Hello and welcome to our talk about activities at AHDB France. My name is Severin Roberts and I'm part of the AHDB France office based in Fontainebleau, and today with my colleague Lucille Brio we'll be updating you on the work we've carried out in the office. This presentation was prepared with the input of our colleague Carole Rivière, our marketing manager. To promote British meat on the French market, we are using a brand which Carole and Rémi launched in 2003. In 2021, the brand is present in 185 stores, which is a huge achievement and the result of constant striving for innovation and relationship building with the head butchers. To consolidate and reinforce the sale of British lamb, we have set up in-store tastings and brand promotions. According to the head butchers, the in-store tasting generates an increase in sales. We used to have between 500 to 600 in-store tastings per year, but due to a combination of Brexit and COVID and a rise in prices, we have achieved to maintain our in-store animation to 400 days for 2021 and 300 days for 2022, a significant decrease of 25%, but the St. George brand has never left the shelves and remained present in the supermarkets. This is an example of a tasting sampling event over a period of 2 weeks in different supermarkets in different areas of France. Another example of this is the Cash Desk broadcasting campaign, which took place in 2021. Video recipes featuring our products were displayed on screens set up by the tills over a period of 5 months. Finally, our Target Shopper special event enabled us to confirm that our target is aged between 31 to 50-year-old in mostly a family setup. 30% of the people we encountered in this event already knew the St. George lamb brand, and 25% already eat lamb regularly.
Hi, my name is Lucille. I am in charge of digital communications for AHDB France. So our target for social media is the general public. So we've defined 2 different targets, so boomer moms and gourmet dads, as well as millennials. So the target is a little bit wider than the one we encounter in supermarkets. The idea is to draw more people towards our products. In terms of social media, we communicate mostly on Facebook, as it is our target's favorite network. We have a community of 20,000 people on Facebook now, and we have been developing other platforms lately, such as Instagram and Pinterest. We also work with our YouTube platform as well. So we've noticed that what people really like on social media, our most popular posts are always recipes and cooking ideas. As well as tips and quizzes, that sort of thing. We also communicate on the assets of British lamb, so the fact that it's raised outside, that the lambs eat mostly grass, and we focus on animal welfare as well, alongside, well, the quality and the flavor of the meat as well. So we are using social media to promote and support in-store animations. As we've mentioned before, we always organize these marketing operations within the stores. So this year we've launched this concept that every time there is an in-store animation, we create an ad on either Facebook or Instagram or both. We send this ad to a geolocalized target, so people who eat meat, who are gourmets or whatever, we define the target and we send an ad to these people that are localized within a 20 kilometers radius of the supermarket that organizes the animation. We send them this sort of ad with a little map, and we monitor the clicks. So we know that, for example, there was an animation in Marseille in January. So we know that 915 people actually clicked on the ad and were provided with the map and the description of the event. So what we're doing is we're trying to draw people to the supermarket for these special operations and give more visibility to British Lamb. So we've got a brand new website. We changed it all last year. It's now called Les Gentlemen Éleveurs. This is a website dedicated to the general public with useful information about our product and recipes. It also has two different subsections, one dedicated to head butchers and another one to UK exporters as well. One of our main objectives is to keep exporters informed and to give them valuable information on all our export markets. So all the agents provide us with insights, market news, tell us about the actions they've done in their markets. And so they send us monthly a communication that we sort of edit and send it to all of our exporters in a newsletter monthly. This is the monthly market report. So as it is, we send it to 180 exporters every month. And we've got a very good opening rate at the moment of 30%. So last but not least is our last subsection on our brand new website. So this is dedicated to supermarket head butchers. We provide them with valuable information such as recipes or cuts or different ways to boost their sales, information about St. George lamb. So what we have now is a database of 200 people and 30 of them, for example, connected last week. So we know that we can animate this community. So this year, to support British Lamb, we will launch new activities. So there will be the production of farming and animal videos to sort of provide reassurance for the customer. We will have these videos communicated on social media as well. We will try to provide digital support for the animations. We've seen it works very well, so we will continue with the geolocalized advertising. We also plan on animating the head butchers platform to keep this sort of very strong relationship we have with them. And eventually we'll create an application for people who do the tastings in supermarkets so they can provide us with interesting data such as traffic and customer satisfaction. Thank you everyone for listening to this presentation. See you soon. Bye.
Hello everybody, my name is John Schilder. I'm the Dutch representative of AHDB and I've been given this opportunity to guide you through some of the activities that we've been doing in the Netherlands. Starting off with supermarket retail, where you see some packaging where we've been able to feature the quality standard mark to differentiate from what else is available on the shelf, but also other activities including recipe development and online advertisements, on-pack promotions where we directly communicate with the consumer but also guide them through our website that we have available in the Netherlands. Other activities include Easter activities, barbecue activities, and other segments that we're active in are, for instance, in food service, where we also have activities on trade shows. The most important shows are the Horecava and Gasvrij Rotterdam. Both of the events we've been very active in communicating directly with chefs on British lamb and British beef products. We also have good activities with the wholesalers in the Netherlands, where we develop activities in working together with them, showing chefs what the opportunities are with British lamb and British beef products, including workshops. We also have a good endorser, a 2-star Michelin chef, who is always willing and able to promote British lamb, as he is a big fan of British lamb products. We also have developed a Wheel of Beef and a Wheel of Lamb campaign linked to our Wheel of Beef and Wheel of Lamb website, where we have an Instagram and Facebook page that directs consumers but also chefs towards our websites. The last remaining bit is the butchery channel. We also have good activities lined up with the suppliers of the butchery channel, and that's been working quite well. Would you like to know more about our activities in the Netherlands? Please don't hesitate to contact me. Thank you very much.
Italy has never been a big volume market for lamb, but it was always considered strategic by the exporters, mainly because of the cuts it took and the small carcasses it was buying at the beginning. Things have moved on since then. We've increased the size of the carcass we sell them, and we are selling them about 70% cuts, or at least we were before Brexit. I think that percentage has gone up since Brexit. Our activity can be divided into 3 specific areas. One is a general PR performance, which is done through the trade press, and almost entirely the trade press, and also through our websites and usual social media. Our website, as you can see here, is quite attractive and is proving quite popular, as we're getting an average of about 150 hits per day. Since Brexit, I can only estimate, that we have lost 20% of our market for lamb, but I think that is more or less in line with the European average. We have a small but interesting market in the Horeca sector, where we do sell a fair amount of very high valued cuts, such as your French racks, etc., etc. This is very useful for us, not only for commercial reasons, obviously, but in terms of image building and in terms of aiding us with our communication by allowing us to use highly qualified chefs to push across the message of continuity, constancy, and obviously quality. The other means of communication we have with the trade is also linked to the trade press by the sending out of newsletters. We can send out a newsletter for a very small price to about 5,500 butchers, wholesalers, retail buyers, etc., through what the Italians call a DEM, which is basically a newsletter. And so far, we have an average of over 50% openings, and so one assumes readings. We did one recently for the cut leaflet, which we've recently produced in Italy, and this has achieved an open rate of 60%, which is very, very high, and also has increased, I believe, although I'm still waiting for the official figures, an increase of something like 30% in the hits per day on our website. The market for beef is very difficult at the moment due to the very high prices, as you know. But we are managing to sell a small amount of very high quality beef in the south to high quality supermarket chains, and that is becoming a very regular business, and we're very happy with that. But also through a couple of the best suppliers to the Michelin restaurant sector, who have been selling a branded beef product from the UK for the last 5 years. The volumes have slipped a little bit, but they are continuing, and they are proving, they will prove, to be a very good stepping stone for the future when the prices come back into line. All in all, despite the problems of Brexit, despite everything, there is still a great deal of demand and interest within the trade and restaurant trade for our products. And I seriously believe that come the autumn, when things are back on a more even footing, when we have overcome all the problems which Brexit has brought us, we will be back into a much more volume-oriented and profitable sales in Italy.
Hi everybody, my name is Luis Garcia. I have been the agent of AHDB for Portugal for the last 15 years, and today I'm going to talk to you about a very interesting project that we are having in partnership with Sonai, the leading Portuguese retailer with 25% of the Portuguese market. We have started the cooperation with Sonai in 2018 when we have launched with NIPA a range of skin packs where we present lamb in a totally different way to the Portuguese market. Following the success of that project, we have been approached again in October by Sonai in a way to develop together a project where we could expand the size of the lamb market on the butcher corners. The scope of this project was to organize a seminar to Sonai's meat management team. The first component of the seminar includes a presentation from Martin Eccles from AHDB on how to take the best value by deboning a carcass in different cuts. The second component of the seminar consisted on Chef Sommer cooking the different cuts that have been produced by Martin. The last part of the seminar involved the presentation from nutritionist Ana Pinto about the benefits of consuming lamb with a focus on those specific to the British lamb. The outcome of this seminar was quite positive, and as a consequence we were invited to team with Sonai on how to roll out this project throughout their butcher's team. The first step will consist on the production of a video that will include the Martin's performance on cutting and Chef Sommer on cooking. Then we'll adapt the current buyer's guide to the specific needs of Sonai's cuts. The last but not the least component is the implementation on the point of sale. That will involve the production of adequate consumer leaflets, the theatre cooking from Chef Sommer, and also the display on the best conditions of the cuts performed.
Good day, my name is Marek Szabel and I represent AHDB in Poland, Central and Eastern Europe. Over years we have developed retail and HoReCa sales channels mainly for British lamb in this region, with listings in major accounts including Makro, Auchan, Carrefour, Biedronka, Lidl, Albert in the Czech Republic, and exports of British beef during this period have also remained steady, mainly in low-value byproducts. The last couple of years, however, have been very challenging, firstly with COVID and then Brexit. High prices are less of an issue, but more importantly, continuity of supply of retail cuts from UK. Cancellation of orders by UK suppliers, and we understand all the reasons why this has been happening and can continue happening, but cancelling of these orders has resulted in lost listings. Which are very difficult to regain unless supply is guaranteed. These are the expectations of retailers everywhere. The solution that we see going forward in this region is to import lamb carcasses to Poland, cut and packed locally. AHDB will be helping build volume for imports of full truckloads of carcasses by maximizing utilization through new added value products, in other words, utilization of every element of the carcass, regaining lost and new retail listings in Poland, because we can then guarantee continuity of supply, gaining new customers in Czech Republic, Baltic states and Finland, in other words, export from Poland, and also creating halal versions of added value products for export from Poland to broader markets. Thank you very much.
mix of kind of social collateral, a mix of in-person events, but a snapshot of the types of work that our European agents are doing.